When I had the idea for this book, the working title of it was, I thought, exemplary. It was a natural history of anthropogenic linear features, which is kind of what everybody's done. And I just thought it's perfect. It describes exactly what the book's about. It's about the lines that we've made in the landscape and their natural histories, the way that we have affected the landscape through these linear features. And that has been something which has been a bit of a surprise to many people, that this is a book not about hedgehogs. And what I'm wanting to do is to recognize fragmentation as the problem that it is. And certainly if you look at the impact on hedgehogs, fragmentation is a massive problem. And then we need to reclaim the lines, because there's a whole bunch of lines out there which conceivably are really hideous. But then you look at the A36 in Wiltshire and you'll find dormouse boxes, nest boxes, all the way along it. Admittedly, they're being shaken by the turbulence of passing articulated trucks, and it is one of the most terrifying environments I've had to work in. But the dormice love it because we're not there. It becomes a wilderness. And so I was going to just read the last page, which sort of sums up the kind of motive behind what's going on with this book. At the heart of my desire for an unfragmented landscape is an unashamedly romantic yearning for something I have only glimpsed. I'm too young to have experienced the beauty Britain had to offer. I was born after the war had begun, the war against the land, mechanization that erupted as the screaming brat of the first incarnation of industrial revolution, swarming out of the factories and into the fields with an iron fist. I know I'm not alone in craving more. The popularity of wildlife programs and membership of conservation organizations confirms that millions see nature as a good thing. But our challenge is to turn this good into essential, so that those millions see the protection of the natural world as something as vital as feeding our children. That gap between good and essential is a fragmentation as real as any faced by wildlife in our linear landscape. We're cut off from nature, a schism only emphasized by the brilliance with which wildlife is depicted on television. We feel we have done nature from the comfort of our own sofa. Those of us moved to act feel we have achieved something by clicking on a box on a social media website. We risk being lulled by liking. We must get off the sofa and explore the connections that already exist. Visit a Dartmoor reeve. Seek out the green lanes. Use your feet to keep them open. Brave a canal. Walk out into the countryside alongside these blue lanes that feed the city. Try not to shy away from the power lines, but look at them as a potential route through the countryside. Lay a hedge. Search for the money-safe stones out there in the walls. See beyond the line of litter on the verge and recognize the potential of this soft estate. And finally, take a look out of the train window. Our linescapes follow us. It is up to us not to let them govern us. It's time to take back these lines for good. So, thank you very much for coming.
I may have only read one page of it, but that page inspired me a lot.